patriotic company. Look. Concrete pumping. So remember, this is where we saw them working in the tunnel last week. Remember, and they told us that they were closing it off. So they dug completely under this building. I mean, they completely under that building. They have been working on that for forever. Let me tell you, forever. You can, I mean, it's like underneath is completely, and they're saying they're putting in a basement, which is the excuse they use everywhere. That's the same excuse they gave me over at the Teachers Conference Center, right over by the White House on the corner there. It used to be the PNC Bank, and they're turning it into the Teachers Museum and Conference Center. And way back when, like, oh my gosh, last winter, you know, they told me that it had to do with them not having a big enough basement. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. So let's just go see if it's just an ambulance. See, earlier I saw the ambulance go by and I thought, oh, well, it was nothing up at the Capitol. And then I started seeing, you know, the black SUVs and stuff behind it, and that big blue whatever with its sirens going on, and the passenger vans. So I'm wondering what that motorcade was. You know, it had an ambulance in it. Not to mention that big, huge. So something's going on around this place today, because they have the White House end here pretty taken care of in different ways. So I'm just hoping that they have it opened up, which it does not appear that they do. Dang it. This big thing here. I wonder if that brought in all the bikes. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm not sure what else they would bring in that big trailer. And, you know, it's really funny. I did that post last night about, you know, the State House of Maryland and the dome being worked on in it. And a ton of people jumped in that, you know, theirs was as well, different places. So, you know, and I've mentioned several times about, you know, the Capitol dome coming up in the gematria, but they don't say what it's about. It just says, you know, the Capitol Rotunda Dome. So I don't know what's up with the dome thing. Is it for energy? I did read that the copper has something to do with it. All of these gold statues that they've had on top of the buildings. It makes me question if they've been using the same technology for their benefit and keeping it from us, and now maybe it's being changed over for all of us. I don't know. But something about the copper, you know how you always see like copper tops. And it's funny because, you know, Jalen and I, we made a big deal out of it. The Naval Academy has the cathedral there, and the whole top of it's like copper, and they worked on that with scaffolding for, I don't know, a couple of years actually. And that scaffolding just came down maybe 6-8 months ago, and we were thrilled because we had seen it for so long. And I'm kind of like now thinking about that meaning, because I'm trying to think, the end of January, so right after the inauguration, and like the military was all here, I saw that on inauguration day. Like the week after, I was sent some pics of National Guard in Annapolis, so I like shot down there, and like my governor's mansion was surrounded by agents and different police. I mean, he lives in like a circle. The mansion is in a circle, and that whole circle was surrounded. I took you guys live. I still have all that stuff. That's the stuff I want to start sharing again, but Somebody keeps reporting my crap for one, and, but I do have 3 pages, but I need to date them, and so I need to figure out how to date them on the videos so nobody gets confused. And I know I keep saying that shit, but it's like I'm so busy, but I really want to go back and start showing people how things have happened over the time that I've been doing this, and so many things that I've seen happen. So I really want to get that information out. But and so I did the live. Are there people up in the damn dome? Is that people up there? Not people. Holy mackerel. No, yeah, that's people. Oh, hell to the no. There's a bunch of people up there. Speaking of the dome. What in the world? Are they? Do I see anybody else on the roof? What in the world? Huh. Something's up here. So as soon as I filmed my governor's mansion and all of that going on, I was heading out of historic Annapolis, and I actually was able to catch really quick, like, mass amounts of National Guard coming in, like the big trucks. I mean, lots of guys. Yeah, they were coming in, and this was the end of last January, right after the election, literally like the week later. I'll have to find out the exact date, but and at the same day, what was extremely bizarre was that the Naval Academy never shuts its gates, okay? Like, after 9/11, you couldn't get in the one gate, but you can go in the one that's like right downtown. You could walk in there, but they had the Naval Academy, like, both sets of gates closed. They had concrete barriers poured in front. All this was at the same time that day. And that to me was bizarre because my grandfather was master electrician on the Naval Academy grounds. So I grew up on the grounds. It caught my eye because I'm like, this place never shuts its gates like this. So I don't know what happened that day. They blamed it on January 6th, that there were going to be attacks on the Governor Mansion, and I'm like, okay, the Governor Mansion and the Naval Academy, and then boatloads of National Guard came in. But the funny thing after that was, like, I think 2 days later, my governor posted a pic of him and his wife. Well, my governor's Hogan. And so he posted a pic of him and his wife Yumi, and the lieutenant governor and wife all getting the jab by the military. Like, and I have that pic. They were getting it by the military, and then, like, the week later, Yumi went to one of our local hospitals where Barbara Mandel, which is one of, like, our previous governors. She's still alive, and Yumi went to that hospital and actually sat with her while she got the jab, which was bizarre to me. Very bizarre to me. But I know I'm all over the place. I've got so much information inside my brain I wish I could share with you guys, like, that I've seen. But go on that post and check out, like, all of the places where the domes, people have seen scaffolding on their own domes and stuff. And then if you live near your state house, check it out too. Check out your governor's house. See if there's any, they did digging all around the circle as well around my governor's house. So we know he's a rhino. Yeah, and then he posts pictures, actually, and I put them in that post. He posts pictures. They changed his profile pic to some guy that, like, seriously does not look like him at all, which told me, what had happened. So I post those in there too. So check out your governor, check out his older pictures, check out whoever they're showing you now, because you'd be surprised, more might be going on in your area too that you just maybe haven't thought about looking into. So dang it. What country is here today? Do you know what the flags look like on the SUV? Okay, I'm just curious. Thank you. Yeah, I was hoping they would know what the flag. Let me see, I just am gonna go crazy if I don't find out. Because that's a lot going on up there. I mean, that's a lot of the black SUVs and agents. We got a group down there on the stairs in front of, sheesh. I want to see what flags are on that up there. Fountain going really pretty there. Let me see if we can, that's a bunch of kids, hold on.
Hello, ma'am. You have 2 minutes for gay rights?
I'm live. I'm sorry. I'll be back though.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, what flag is that? Okay, let me see. Blow, wind, blow. Come on. Come on, pick that flag up for me. There is a flag. I can see the flag on the SUV. I see white, but so Jordan and Italy both have white on them. But I can't see, like, dang it. I don't know. I'm having a hard time. I'll make sure it's not somebody new, too. You know what I mean? But, you know, I mean, there's no reason to have the Capitol blocked off. Unless it's for that, you know what I mean? And not for good reason. There's no, I mean, we were walking up in there with Jordan there yesterday, right? So, unless they were trying to keep everything under control, they would have it opened up, is just what I'm thinking. And you could go up and look like we did, but there's something really going on up in there today with all that stuff. Okay, let me see that flag. It does not appear to be Italy, but I could be wrong. Dang it. I'm trying to think of where I could get a different angle, but I'd be too far over the other side of the Capitol. I'm that nosy. And a group of kids are walking out, or young people, younger people. Huh? Alright guys, well, don't think we're going to find out much more than this here. I would just really love to know what that flag is. Dang it. Alright. I'll take a quick picky. It's really quiet. I mean...
Hello, sir. You have 2 minutes to fight for gay rights?
Yeah, but 18-wheeler pulled in down here, too. Let's be nosy about that, too, while we're here, huh? Oops. And now this is my thoughts, like, about the protests last week. Everybody's like, oh, they were paid. Okay, my thought, and these are just my thoughts. So we found out about it that night, right? Like, things started being passed around about the Roe versus Wade at night. At least that's the first time I saw it. You know, we all pretty much live on social media trying to figure stuff out. So the very next morning, bright and early, I get here and there's like this great crowd. I mean, this great organized crowd. They even have this song. It's, you know, they're all singing the same song, bright and early. So, I mean, to me, I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. I mean, we really just found out about it last night, and they've just got this ready to go. Like, they were anticipating it, okay? So, hands off. They were just, you know, it was almost like they were pre-planned and ready to go. So, I think, yeah, definitely the first day to get things started. They needed people here the first day, but then once they had people here, I think the following days was when people had caught the word and wanted to get involved. Now, were there people mixed in? I don't know, possibly, but that's my thought. I don't think they, like, pay them to be here days like that. And to me, it's like it's... So, I mean, okay, so, all right, here's the thing. Oh, look, there it is. I told you. Hiding that thing from me, aren't you? At least they're trying. There it is. See it? Hold on. Oh, that's Baltimore police. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's Baltimore. Is that the big thing that we saw go by that I thought looked like it, but see it? That's Baltimore. Why would they bring the Baltimore one in? Let's go take a better peeky. That's like, I mean, I'm closer to Baltimore than I am. I'm like only 15 minutes from Baltimore. Hello. And why not the Capitol thing? Why are they... Oh, that's really interesting to me. Let's take a peeky. Here's the black vans we saw. In that motorcade. They brought... Oh, smart. They brought him in this side of the road. They must have went past us and came right up here to the light where the guard shack is and come in. These are exactly what look like in that motorcade. I hate fences, guys. Mobile Command Center. Oh gosh, please don't drop your phone, Kel. Hi guys, if I drop it, will you grab it? Okay, so Baltimore. And these vans are full of police, guys. These vans are full of police. So, I'm trying to look at his patch to see if they're Baltimore police. Yeah. Oops, my hand's on the inside, so if I give you weird angles, I'm sorry. Alright, so, wow, guys. Okay, this makes a big difference. What in the world is going on around here today? Because, I mean, as you can see, and as we have seen, I'm going to get out of there. As we've seen for the past few days, I see motorcycles coming into the Capitol. I see motorcycles coming into the Capitol. What the fudge, guys? Hold on. A bunch of motorcycles coming into the Capitol. Alright, hold up. Let's see what comes behind them. Okay. We have a motorcade coming in of some sort. And it appears to be, A very large one. Let's go. Okay. So, I gotta scratch my head for a second here. Van behind there. This guy just parked like here with all of this. Capitol Police, Baltimore Police, and their crew. We have a motorcade that just came into the Capitol that probably should not have come in here, I would think, unless it's... Okay, look at that. They always go underneath the stairs to drop off. So, unfortunately, I couldn't get here to watch the flight out. There was a scheduled flight out, supposedly, on the schedule at 10. Couldn't get here that early. And since I was driving, sometimes when I can't get here, I'll go on and watch it on YouTube because that's a great angle. Oh my gosh, that's like amazing. So I didn't get to confirm whether it really happened or not. But, and I didn't see the flags on the front. Was it the VP flag? But wait a minute, because the one seemed to be dark blue and the other one seemed to be whiter. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe they're bringing in because it's not really that big, so I mean it's pretty big. It was like the one we saw yesterday bringing Italy in. Because then Obama got. So let's just... Oh, Lord. You know what? It could have been any funnier if he'd have driven in there in like a pink Barbie Jeep going, beep, beep, bitches. Oh, my gosh. Oh, jeez. Italy gets a better welcoming. Oh, Lord. All right, we'll give him a little bit of leeway. He can drive the black Cadillac Escalade, a little battery operated. We can hang a little flag on the front. He can come in that way. Oh, sheesh. Let's see. I don't know. Good grief. Whatever's happening around here today is, let's just say it's crazy. It's a lot. Oh my gosh, oh here's our motorcycles. That's quite a few motorcycles to be bringing in Italy, but wow. Wow. What in the world? Okay, so they're leaving, they're not hanging out. So it's not, if it was, now I would think, if the president or the vice president was here, the motorcycles wouldn't be leaving. They would just pull over and park like we've seen them do before. So here comes, let's see if we can get a look at that. Here they come. What in the world? The flags on it. Are they white? But that's, look at that. And literally they just came in and they came on out, didn't they? And if they were dropping off, they don't drop off like the president, or they stay. So what was that all about? Unless they were dropping someone else off. All I know is shit is hitting the fan. In there today. But I can't figure how that motorcade, or, you know, they zoomed in and they zoomed out. Did they not? I mean, and the only reason I can think of them doing that sort of thing is to drop someone off, but it couldn't be the vice president or president because they stay with them. All right, here comes a bunch of Capitol Police on their bikes. Yep. Oh, am I going up in the side underneath and stuff? Oh, brother. Today's one of those days that gonna drive me nuts. And to me, it seems like it was very well planned out in every way, shape, and form. Like, they're setting up for the fallen angels out back, so you know, there's a lot going on around there. They've got the protest at the White House. They've got this big rig behind me. Capitol Police bus here, full. It's full. It's full. And then we had the Capitol Police on the west side of the Capitol, the same bus, just on the west side. We got dogs up there at the Supreme Court, plenty of guys up there at the Supreme Court building. Now, if all this wasn't taking place at the Capitol right now, and it wasn't closed off, I would be like, okay, maybe they have all these people here in case there's whatever kind of a decision they're going to announce, if it has to do with the Roe versus Wade. But since we have the Capitol like this going on, and obviously they've used all their guys for this, and they've had to bring in Baltimore to help out with the Supreme Court building. I mean, they ain't playing up there. Look at that. They ain't playing, you know? They got that building well covered. I mean, they're all inside the fence. They got that building covered on the inside. Oh boy. Well, let's take one more peeky down here. I think what I'm gonna do is, it's just, I mean, it's so quiet. None of this is adding up. Let's go see if we can take any pictures. There's not a lot of media here. And that motorcade had to have come from the White House, I would think. They have the White House all closed up. And it came up Pennsylvania Avenue, so where else would it have come from? I mean, basically, it's the only place for something like that to come from. All right. There's people up there. All right. I'm going to go ahead going to go ahead and shut down. I'm going to go past the White House again. And I'm going to see if that motorcade possibly went back there and maybe is parked on the south side or even on the north side right there. So just to kind of put some pieces together, what the heck is going on here? Because they left, they had flags. We've got them in here parked. They have flags. Is it both of them here now today? Are they handling both of them today? One in the morning and one in the afternoon. I mean, I don't know. All right, let me do that. Let me go scope stuff out, and I'll see you guys soon.